Why would God give me visitations to hell? I've been asked that question many times, and many people are incredulous about it. Oh, God wouldn't do that with a person, and they say what God would and would not do. Let me just say this to help you. You have no idea what God would and would not do. God says about himself, behold, I do a new thing, shall you not know it? It's not that he doesn't do a new thing. The question is, are we going to recognize or discern that it is God? He also says in Isaiah 55 for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord of hosts. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. In Isaiah 58, when God is talking about a true fast, he says, I do not want you to think your own thoughts. I do not want you to do things according to your own ways, and I do not want you to be speaking your own words. Well, these are three witnesses, scriptures, that lets us know that God does things based upon his directions, his goals, his plan, his purpose. Well, one of the things he's allowed me to do is spend time in hell. And I have been to the lake of fire. I've been thrown into the bottomless pit to experience what the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is really crazy because I was pushed in there by Michael, the archangel, and to experience it, to bring back the revelation to you. And as I was falling, you could feel in the bottom of the pit, you actually could feel that there is no bottom to the pit. And as I was descending faster and faster and faster, it got darker and darker and darker. And the darkness is painful. But one of the things I realized after being there for a while is that it started to affect my psychological health. Now, you may say right now, you may say, yeah, I can see it did affect your psychological health. You're crazy. And it's interesting because God tells us he wants to get us out of our mind and get us into the mind of Christ. 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter and the 14th verse. So if you're in your own mind, the question is, are you insane or am I insane? Are you crazy or am I crazy? I don't know. But it does affect your psychological health. And this is why the locusts, the beasts that come out of the bottomless pit in the book of Revelations, they are demented in their psyches. And so it affects your psychological health. It actually starts to impair your psychological health. You start to go insane. Right in the middle of that, I was taken out of the pit by Michael because he wanted me to experience that, to share this with you. The purpose of going to hell is for you not to go. Don't go. You can make the choice to spend eternity with God. All you have to do is cry out to the Lord in sincerity. He will respond to you. The Bible tells us if we draw nigh unto God, God will draw nigh unto us. Now, just to give you a little bit of information, one of the really tough things about going there is you interact with people and you interact with demonic forces, and all of them lament the fact that they are there. All of them. They know they're going to lose this spiritual battle. They know they're going to be tormented as demons forever. People know they're going to be pay their penance there, and then their souls are going to be annihilated, which the Bible says. Jesus says, do not be afraid of the one who can kill the body, but afterwards can destroy the soul in hell. And so what I've learned about it, which is different than a lot of people teach, is that when you go to hell, God put you into the lake of fire and your soul is annihilated, but your spirit is recycled and goes back to God because your spirit is eternal and it spends eternity with God. You will not suffer for eternity. People do not suffer for eternity. Demons suffer for eternity. Lucifer suffers for eternity, but people do not. A merciful God. He actually shows mercy in hell, which you can read in my book, What Time Is It? Or It Is Time, or Divine Communication from Heaven and Hell, a trilogy of books that have been made available to you. You can go to ETHarvesters.com to purchase these books. Or you can go to our website at kogn.org to get a lot of teaching to help prepare you so you can know how to interact with God. But the purpose of going to hell is to let you know what's there. Now, unfortunately, there was a couple in our group to kind of tie together heaven and hell. And the husband is in heaven. He died. And then the wife just recently died, but she's in hell. And I've had many interactions with her there, and it's really tough. It's really difficult. She's just depressed and despondent and incredulous. And people say, well, a person that's a believer can't go to hell. What Jesus said in Matthew 7, that many will say in that day, Lord, I prophesied in your name. I cast out devils in your name. I did many mighty works in your name. Excuse me. And he said this, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. The same thing he said to the virgins in Matthew 25. I never knew you, when he didn't allow them into the marriage supper. So it's important for us to sound the alarm now, the clarion call to help people now. This is the time. This is the day of salvation, the Bible says. In other words, the season, the period where God is pouring forth his salvation. So the whole purpose of me having visitations in hell is not for me to be some special person. It's to share with you so that you know what you can expect and what you can do to avoid going there.